Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highliner Activities Center as we are getting ready for game number 3 of our triple header. Valley City, now it's the boys, and they will take on the Lisbon Broncos. And welcome back to the Hack. Paul McDonald with you here from the Hack as Valley City trying to salvage a game here in this triple header. So far, the Highliner girls junior varsity dropped the tough one 55-48 to the Carrington girls, and the game just completed. Carrington girls winning 72-60. And so the Highliners now 6-2 on the year. Highliner boys 1-4 picked up their first win of the year at the holiday shootout here last week when they defeated Dunseith on Friday 78-47. And then lost a very tough game to a Shiloh team that's now ranked 5th in the latest poll that came out earlier today, 81-63. You have Kindred, number 1 team in the state. They got 15 out of those 21 first-place votes. Grafton is number 2, and Four Winds Minnewacan number 3. Each of those 2 teams got 3 first-place votes. Devils Lake, who was number 1 when Valley City played there last week, but now they've dropped down to number 4, and Shiloh Christian number 5. Let's head down to our public address announcer, Jaden Radcliffe, and our starting lineups.
Lisbon Broncos and your Valley City Highliners. Valley City High School encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and the spectators. We request your cooperation this evening by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. At this time, please help me welcome and introduce the boys' 2nd grade Little Liners. We have a starting guard, Calvin Levine. Another guard, Charles Elston. A forward, Liam Heck. Another forward, Miles Swenson. And guard, Owen Schroeder. And forward, Sam Sorby. And man in the middle, Zach Wilness. And now the starting lineups for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lisbon Broncos. He's a senior guard, standing at 5'9", wearing number 2, Jaden Bittner. He's a junior guard, standing 6'1", wearing number 3, Lincoln Adair. A sophomore guard, standing 5'8", wearing number 20, Cameron Cordero. He's a forward, standing 6'2", sophomore, wearing number 24, Jordan Bittner. And the man in the middle, standing 6'7", he's a senior, wearing number 30, Ethan Gilbert. Broncos are coached by Jason Ducey, and assisted by Brad Bittner and Justin Ranky. And now for the starting lineup for your Valley City Highliners. Starting guard, he's a senior wearing number 3, Carson Egger. A junior guard wearing number 5, Bryson Hack. Wearing number 23, he's a senior forward, Zach Sikora. A senior forward wearing number 10, Carver Peterson. And the man in the middle, he's a senior wearing number 32, Talon Larson. The Highlanders are coached by Jim McDaniel, assisted by Mike Lentz and Keaton Goldberg.
Well, there are your starting lineups. Jaden Bittner, Lincoln Adair, Cameron Cordero, Jordan Bittner, and Ethan Gilbert. Your starting lineup for the Broncos of Lisbon. Jason Kunze, the assistant head coach. Brad Bittner and Justin Reinke are the assistants. Valley City, Carson Eggert, Bryson Heck, Carver Peterson, Zach Sikora, Talon Larson for head coach Jim McDaniel and Valley City. We are set to go. Balls in the air, grabbed, and it will be the Broncos going first from left to right in the Road Reds with the orange and orangish yellow trim. Top of the key. Adair stops at the free throw line, gets his man in the air. Shot no. A rebound grab. Gilbert back up high off the glass, can't get it to go. And a rebound. Eggert. Back come the Highlanders. Front court, Sikora. Free throw line extended. Larson here on the wing. Talon pass. Oh, misfires. And the turnover. Back to the way. Bittner up and no. Rebound Adair. He goes top of the key to Bittner. Jordan, near side, dribble drive. Cordero, shot, fade away, no. Rebound on the ground, grabbed there by Heck. Highlanders back the other way. 45 seconds gone, no score. Here in the first quarter, Eggert, far corner, Larson. He'll take the three-pointer from the corner, off the rim. Rebound grab by Adair. Here come the Broncos back to the way into the front court. On the wing, in the corner. Bittner goes back up to Cordero. To Bittner. Dribble drive, right side. Up strong, blocked by Heck. Out of bounds. It'll be Bronco ball. Inbounds will be on the baseline. Something, the necklace broke or something, but there's some stuff on the floor that the officials are picking up. I think Peterson, Tyler Schlecht, and along with Ron Schneider, Alex Cleaver, officials. Inbound, far corner, Gilbert. The big 6'7" Ethan Gilbert, far corner, Bittner. He'll take the three, off the mark. Rebound, Eggert clears off his second. Highlanders back the other way. Minute 15 gone, no score, first quarter. Eggert hesitates, layup, good. Coast to coast for Carson Eggert. Highlanders up 2-0. Bittner now into the front court. To Cordero, driving in against Heck, and a foul called on Bryson Heck. That'll be his first team. That will send Cameron Cordero to the free throw line to shoot two. Cordero's free throw, good. Sophomore, 5'8". He has another free throw coming. He sends it on its way. Good. We're tied at 2. 6:26, first quarter. Eggert, Peterson, Larson, dribble drive, baseline right, gives it off to Heck. Heck starting in, off the elbow, now back off to Eggert. Eggert watched by Adair. Adair falls down, near corner. Carver Peterson for three, misfires. Rebound, Gilbert falls into his lap. Bittner into the front court to Bittner. That's Jordan. Gives it back off to Jaden. On the near wing, dribble drive against Sikora on the baseline. Onto the wing, three-pointer up, good by Jordan Bittner. 5-2, Lisbon. Eggert knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Valley City. Here on the near sideline, Heck will trigger it in. Eggert across the timeline to Heck near side, Sikora. Sikora on the wing, just off the elbow, spin move, back into the quarter. Peterson thought about it, no. Driving in, pass, lobbing it inside for Larson, knocked away. Cordero back to the way for the Broncos. Pass here to Bittner, that's Jaden. Jaden the senior, Jordan the sophomore. Right hand dribble, crossover, dribble drive. Through the lane, layup, good. Jaden with two, 7-2 Lisbon. Pressure in the backcourt. Highlanders break it, Sikora. Hasn't taken his first shot yet, far corner. Dribble drive, baseline right. Picks up the dribble, skip pass to Eggert. Eggert starts in, crossover. Stops, pops from 18, short. Rebound, Bittner. Here come the Broncos, up by 5. 4:50 here in the first quarter. Adair. Cordero for three, short. Rebound tip into the hands of Heck for Valley City. Heck down to Sikora. Sikora underneath, now circles around. Back up top, Eggert, shot, good. Carson Eggert knocks down the triple, and he's got all 5 points, 5-7. Highlanders down 2. 4:25 here in the first quarter. Right hand hip on dribble, Mittner, near side, Cordero. Cordero between the legs dribble, sliding in, kicks it off to Gilbert, back to Cordero. On the wing, Bittner, far side, Jordan to Jaden. Jaden gets it back to Adair. Adair in the lane, little baby hook, good. Lincoln Adair with the bucket. 9-5 Lisbon. Halfway through first quarter. In the front court, Eggert to Sikora. Up top, Heck, quick trigger for 3. Missed backside. Rebound, Gilbert. Big 6'7" Ethan Gilbert, the senior. Down low, Adair, layup, no. Rebound, grabbed by Peterson. Highlanders back to the way. Carver all the way down. Stop, 15-footer, back iron too hard. Rebound, Adair. We come back to the way with the Broncos with Cordero. He'll snipe his way through, partially blocked. Loose ball picked up by Sikora. Up ahead to Eggert, working one-on-one with Adair, and a blocking foul. Oh, they're going to call the charge on Carson Eggert. First foul called on Eggert, second team foul. With 3:27 to go here in this first quarter, Lisbon on top, 9-5. And Broncos coming in 2-2 on the year. They won their first 2. They've dropped their last 2. 7-point losses to Wahpeton and Ellendale. Far corner, Cordero for 3 off the rim. Rebound, Sikora grabs it on the run. Into the front court, going up strong with the right hand for 2. First shot of the game, Sikora knocks it down. 9-7. Highlanders down by a bucket. 5 minutes gone, first quarter. Now Bittner brings it up. Jaden to Jordan. Jab step off the left elbow, fade away, air ball. Rebound Adair, good. 4 for Adair, 11-7. Here's Sikora, head and shoulder fake, driving baseline. Now picks up the loose ball, inside, Talon. Larson, turnaround, shot up, good. Larson inside for 2. First 2 for Talon Larson, 11-9, Valley City. 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Lisbon and Valley City boys basketball here from the Hack on the Highland Activity Network. Glad you could be with us. Ray Nelson on our camera tonight. Jaden Johnson, our technical director. Layup on the spin move, good by Bittner. He's got 5. 13-9. Highlanders trailing by 4. Baseline, spin move, Sikora up, under, good. Counted, fouled, he'll go to the line. So Sikora with a chance at the 3-point play opportunity. First foul on Lisbon. That's going to go against Bittner. So Sikora at the line. Zach with 4, looking for 5. He's got it. Hits the 3-point play. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Lisbon, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Bittner, top of the key. Man-to-man defense here by Valley City. Kicks it off to Cordero. Cordero dribbling in. Right of the lane. Shot up. No. Foul called on Bryson Heck. Unless they're calling a reach in. Nope. Bryson will pick up number 2. Third team foul. That'll send Cordero to the line to shoot 2. Aiden Burnson will check in for Heck next opportunity, which will be after this free throw. Good by Cordero. Check in the lineup. Parker Tampson, along with Easton Bergerman. Tampson, the 6'4" junior. Bergerman, the 6-foot senior. Free throw up by Cordero, good. And did they take it off the board? They did. Lane violation. So no free throw. 14-12. Lisbon by 2. Highlanders can tie or take the lead. Sikora up top. Peterson, far side. Bernstein back up top. Sikora dribbling in. Left side. Shot. No. Back iron. Nice tip. Larson into the hands of Bernstein. Now to Peterson. Sikora from the left corner for 3. Highlanders take the lead. Sikora knocking down the 3-pointer. 15-14 Valley City. That was started by a nice tap by Talon Larson to keep the rebounding or keep the play alive for Valley City. And a travel called against Bergerman. Well, the ball goes back over to Valley City. Highlanders up 1, 15-14. A minute 12 to go here in the first quarter. Sikora, three-pointer from the wing. Right out. Nope. Rebounded there. Broncos into the front court quickly. Cordero. Right hand hip by dribble. Crossover to the left hand. Driving through against Bernstein. Aiden with the block. Rebound taken down by Eggert. Aiden Bernstein with the block. Sikora inside. Larson turnaround shot short. Rebound grab by Tapson for Lisbon. Tapson back into the front court. How I got Bismarck from Lisbon is beyond me. Cordero back up top. 35 seconds to go. Shot clock, game clock, about 11-second differential. Bittner, step back, blocked there by Peterson. Back-to-back blocks down the floor by the Highliners. First Bernstein, then Peterson. Carver to Larson. Shot clock off, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Highliners by 1. In the corner, Sikora. One dribble, skip pass, Bernstein up top. Aiden dribble drive. Scoop, no. Off the hands, Tapson, out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off of Valley City. And Lisbon with 8.5 seconds to go. We'll have time for one little run here as Jaden Bittner will check in the lineup for Lisbon. And bounds comes to Jordan Bittner. Comes across, 5 seconds. 4 seconds, stolen by Peterson. Over half-court shot. And boy, I think Carver could have taken about 2 or 3 dribbles and gotten a little bit closer, but it was a little high and off the mark. Your score at the end of one quarter of play, it's Valley City 15 and Lisbon 14. We're back with more Highliner boys basketball from the hat, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Highlander Activity Center. Ray Nelson on camera tonight, along with Jaden Johnson, our technical director on the Highlander Activity Network. Glad you could be with us. Our third game of our triple header tonight. Carrington girls, JV, 55-48 over Valley City, and the Varsity winning 72-60. Here, the Highliner boys and Lisbon boys. Varsity action starting the second quarter with the Highliners up 15-14. Heck, near side, Eggert, back to Heck. Top of the key, Sikora. I think they were looking for the alley-oop, wasn't going to be there. Sikora, near side, Heck. Back up top, Sikora. Ball stolen. Bittner with the steal. Jaden's got Jordan with him. Going in, Euro step, no. Partially blocked, out of bounds, and they say it will be Lisbon ball. Well, the Broncos will trigger the inbounds in the baseline. Brought into the corner, Adair. Back onto the wing, Bittner. Up top, Cordero. Here to the near side. There's Jaden Bittner for 3 off the rim. And grabbing the rebound, Jack Dieterle, who came in out of that break. Dieterle, Sikora, Heck, Carver, Peterson, and Eggert. Here's Dieterle down low, working against Gilbert. Shot up, good. Jack Dieterle, the two big fellas banging down low, 17-14. Highliners with a 3-point lead, their biggest. Bittner, Gilbert, Cordero, and Adair, the 5 on the floor for the Broncos. There's a steal by Eggert. He's got Bittner in his hip pocket. He's going up off the glass, and good. Steal and bucket. Carson Eggert, he has got 7. The Highlanders up by 5, 19-14. Here's Bittner into the front court. On the near wing. Looking for something to do. No one's guarding him close enough, so there's not a 5-second count. Here's Bittner, lost the handle. Nice save by Heck into the hands of Peterson. Carver into the front court for the Highliners. Near side, Sikora driving the lane, foul. Well, both Bittners were reaching in, and it's going to be on Jaden, his second team foul, or pardon me, first of the quarter.
First team foul.
And checking in here for Broncos, Elliott Welter. Inside, shot taken by Peterson, can't get it to fall. Welter clears off the rebound to Adair. Into the front court. Lincoln Adair hands it off to Bittner. Bittner, crossover dribble, far side, Welter. Welter goes up top to Cordero. Cordero into the corner, Welter on the wing. Gives it back off to Cordero. 15 on the shot clock. Three-pointer just to the right of the top of the key, no. Gilbert with the rebound. Back inside, the floater by Cordero, no. And Peterson grabs his third board. Down court, here's Eggert, layup, no. Tried to avoid the charge and didn't get a good shot off the finger roll. Welter cleared off the board. Broncos back into the front court, down by a handful. 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. Down low, Gilbert layup rolls off, no. Sikora had the rebound knocked away, and it goes into the hands of Peterson. Far side to Heck. Thought about the three, doesn't shoot. Ooh, goes one way, comes back the other, and knocks down the 15-footer. Faked one way, had Welter going that way. Came around, had the wide-open 15-footer, and knocks it down. First points for Bryson Heck. 21-14 Highliners on a 9-0 run, and timeout taken by Coach Kunze of Lisbon. 5:14 to go here in the second quarter. It is a full timeout. Valley City on top, 21-14. We're back with more Highliner boys basketball live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, as we have seen with the crowds here this year, we have these doubleheaders. The girls fans, a lot of them, and I mean a lot of them, stick around. And it's a good crowd again here tonight at the Hack. And right now, Highliners are up 21-14. They are 6-0 here in the quarter, and overall, it is a 9-0 run. Here along the near side, Adair, top of the key, Welter for the Broncos. Gets it to Bittner. Three-pointer, up and air ball. Adair saves it, and into the hands of Welter, off the hands of Bittner. Bittner on the right wing, watched there by Heck. Jaden Bittner, 5 on the shot clock. That's an air ball. And Talon Larson grabs the rebound. They had 5 on the shot clock since that three-pointer didn't hit in the air or hit the rim. Highliner defense again solid here early on in the first half. There's a tip. Loose ball picked up by Heck. Double pump. Layup no. Foul called. And Bryson will go to the free throw line. Foul called against Cordero. That is his second team foul of the quarter. So Bryson Heck at the charity stripe for the first time in the game. Right-hander sends it up. No. And that's going to bring Parker Tapson back in, the 6'4 junior. Second free throw by Heck is on the way. Yeah, can't get the roll. Rebound off of Tapson, but they say went off the hands of either Dieterle or Talon Larson. Highlanders have their twin towers in there, the 6'5 Larson, the 6'6 Dieterle. 21-14, Valley City on top. 4.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Welter in the lane. Off to Bittner. He'll turn, give it back. Adair. Double team in the lane. Hands it out, Welter. Up top, Bittner for 3. Back iron, no. Too hard, long rebound. Welter grabs it. He'll get it off to Adair. Adair. Bittner inside. Jordan just over the fingertips of Talon Larson for the bucket. 7 for Jaden Bittner. 21-16, the lead's at 5. Down low, Larson backs his way in. Ball stripped. Bittner comes up with a loose ball. Broncos back to the way, trailing by a handful. 3:50 remaining. Long three by Jordan Bittner, knocking it down. Now that's Jaden. He's got 5. Jordan got the assist. 21-19. And a quick 5-point mini run here for the Broncos, back within 2. 3:35 remaining in the quarter. Down low, Dieterle goes up strong against Tapson for 2. Dieterle with 4. Off the nice entry pass by Heck. 23-19 Valley City. 3-pointer. Adair from the right side. Back iron too hard. Larson skies for the rebound. Gets it off to Eggert. Peterson will check in. Next opportunity for Valley City. Heck left alone for 3. Back iron too hard. Dieterle grabs it. One dribble goes up strong and good. Jack Dieterle with the putback. 6 in the quarter for Dieterle. 25-19. 6-point lead, Valley City. Here's Adair in the lane. Kicks it back to Bittner. Bittner, left wing. Back onto the wing, Adair. Starting in the paint. Far side, Bittner. 3-pointer left side, rims up. Rebound, Eggert, his 4th. Highlanders up by 6. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Corner, Sikora for 3. Knocking it down. Sikora in double figures with 11. Timeout, Lisbon. 2:29 to go. It is a 30-second timeout by the Broncos with 2:29 remaining here in this first half. Valley City up 28-19. Back with more Highlander boys basketball live from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. At one time, Valley City trailed 14-12, but a 16-5 run, including 13-5 here in the quarter, has now made it a 9-point lead for the Highlanders. In the front court, here's Bittner for the Broncos. Near side, Welter gives it back off to Cordero. Here on the near wing, top of the key, Bittner. Dribble drive, left hand, left to the lane, back on the wing. Welter to Cordero. Cordero in the lane, little teardrop, and no. Rebound, Eggert, number 5 for Carson. Into the front court. Down low, Peterson knocked away, stolen by Adair. Here comes Lincoln Adair flying into the front court, all the way down coast to coast, layup good. Lincoln Adair takes it coast to coast, he's got 6. 28-21, a minute 45 remaining. Highlanders lead here in the second quarter. Heck. And he lost it, taken away by Bittner. Aiden Bernston waiting at the scores table. Bittner shot just inside the free throw line, no. Gets his own rebound, gets it off to Adair. Blocked there by Heck, and then he grabs the loose ball. I'm giving a block shot and a rebound on that. Heck into the front court, far side, Bernston. Inside, posting up, Dieterle, shot, short. Rebound on the ground, grabbed by Wetterly, working there against Owen Gilbert, the 6'3 sophomore. Here's Bittner into the front court for the Broncos, trailing by 7 as we approach a minute to go here in the second quarter. Welter off to Cordero, on to the wing. Cordero dribble drive, through the lane, double team, shot no. Rebound Peterson. Carver back into the front court. Stop, thought about the 3, no. Heck, thought about the 3, no. Bounce pass to Carver. They go far side, Eggert. Dieterle against Gilbert, strong, no. Gets on rebound, up, yes. Dieterle, 3 boards, 8 points here in the quarter. Valley City up 30-21. JV in tonight, earlier against Lisbon over at the bubble, lost by 3 to the Broncos. Here on the near side, Adair kicks it off to Bittner. About a 2-second differential between shot clock, game clock. 3-pointer by Cordero, doesn't go. Rebound number 4 for Dieterle, off to Heck. They can go for the last shot. They're not going to wait. Peterson for 3, air ball. Cordero grabs it. Off to Bittner. 5 seconds to go. Into the front court. Shot up, no, by Welter. And Dieterle is going to pick up his first personal foul. And that is a first team foul in the quarter. Highlanders just been whistled for 4. Lisbon for 3 thus far. At the free throw line, Elliott Welter will shoot 2. And the right-hander, Benson sends number 1. Good. His first point. Heck will sit down. Bernstein will come in. 30-22. Free throw by the right-hander on the way. Good. Welter with his first 2. 30-23. 1 second, and Bernstein shot wouldn't have had a chance. It was partially deflected. So your score at halftime, it is Valley City 30 and Lisbon 23. We're back with our halftime here from the Hack. This is Highliner Boys Basketball, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at the Hack. We are at halftime being entertained by the third grade boys basketball team. And hey, they get to play on the big floor. They don't get the side baskets brought down. They're playing on the big floor here at halftime. And earlier tonight, the second grade boys helped with the starting lineups here for Valley City. We are at the half. Highliners up 7, 30-23 in that first half. 15 points in each quarter for Valley City. And 14 in the first quarter, 9 in the second for Lisbon. And Lisbon early on had a 14-12 lead. And the Highlanders went on a 9-0 run to open up a 7-point lead. And Lisbon got back within 2. But then Valley City went on a 7-0 run to go up 28-19 and lead here by 7 at the half, 30-23. Well, the Highliner Junior Varsity, we were talking about this earlier, they are going to be playing at the Barnes County Tournament. That'll be coming up here later this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 days of the Barnes County Tournament going on over at VCSU. The Highliner Junior Varsity, they are the number 6 seed, and so they will open up with the Barnes County North, the number 3 seed. So that should be a very interesting ball game, and talking with some of the Highliner boys, whether they're playing basketball or not. Of course, BCN paired with Valley City for football, And that makes that matchup going to be rather interesting as they will get together and play here on Thursday. That is the last game of the first day of the Barnes County tournament. That'll be a 7:30 tip-off on Saturday from the bubble, or on Thursday from the bubble. Valley City and Barnes County North. Now the Valley City girls, they'll be hosting Lisbon here on Thursday. They'll have the Carrington C Squad starting things off at 4:30, then the junior varsity at 6, and the varsity at about 7:30 against Lisbon here Thursday. So high school basketball, a full week of it here at the Hack. Of course, coming off that Valley City holiday shootout where Valley City girls went 3-0. The boys were able to split their 2 games. But looking back again at that Barnes County tournament, BCN and Valley City at 7:30. The winner will play at 7:30 on Friday. The loser will play at 4:30 in the afternoon on Friday. Let's take a look at our scoring here in this one for the Lisbon Broncos, led by Jordan Bittner with 7, Lincoln Adair with 6, Jaden Bittner had 5, Cameron Cordero with 3, and Elliot Welter had 2. We had just the one tie, and that was at 2-2 in the first half, and then just a 1 lead change when Valley City actually did take the lead at 5-2. Or it was a 5-2 lead for Lisbon to take the early lead. But we had a couple of lead changes and that one tie in the first half. For the Highliners, they were led by Zach Sikora. He had 11 in the first half. Jack Dieterle, 8 to go along with 4 rebounds, 7 points and 5 boards for Carson Eggert. A couple of points each for Bryson Heck and Talon Larson. Jaden Bittner, 2 fouls, is in foul trouble for Lisbon. And for Valley City, Bryson Heck has 2 fouls and is in foul trouble for the Highliners. After this game tonight, the Valley City boys, they are going to be off until next week. For the Highliner boys, is going to take a little time off after getting in all these games with the holiday shootout, getting those 3 games in 3 days, or 2 games in 2 days. For the Highliner boys, they will be taking 2 weeks off. They will host Fargo Oak Grove on January 16th. That'll be the next game for Valley City. Then on the 18th, they will be on the road at Wapaton. And matter of fact, there's only a handful more times for Valley City to play here at home. So after tonight, they will be off till the 16th of January when they take on Fargo Oak Grove here at the Hack. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter. It will be Lisbon basketball when we come back for the third quarter. Your score at halftime is Valley City 30 and Lisbon 23. This is Highliner Boys Basketball live from the Hack on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, they gave Lisbon, they've stopped the halftime clock at 1:56. Valley City has been out for a couple of minutes and got a little shooting around in, but they're waiting for Lisbon to come out of the locker room. Hopefully they didn't lock them in there. And they might give Lisbon a few minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes if they want to do a quick shoot around before we start the third quarter. Officials are ready to go. Valley City is ready to go. Lisbon, because of all the teams and games here tonight, they are actually in the locker room over in the South Gym in the junior high. So someone has to haul over there to get them and bring them back here. So that's what we're waiting for Lisbon to return from the locker room. Now they started the clock again. There come the Broncos, and they'll get a few minutes. They'll probably give them some time on the floor if they want a shootout, because they did stop the clock at 3 minutes during the halftime with the third graders on the floor. And so if Lisbon wants to go out and take a few shots to start the second half before the game actually resumes, I'm sure they'll be allowed to, but looks like they're going to call it good. No one's going over to grab a basketball. The Broncos will have the ball to start things here in this third quarter. And they'll go with the same five: Jaden Bittner, Lincoln Adair, Cameron Cordero, Jordan Bittner, and Ethan Gilbert will be the five to start the second half for Lisbon. Valley City, they will have their five on the floor with Carson Eggert, Bryson Heck, Carver Peterson, Zach Sikora, and Talon Larson coming out here. As I mentioned, Bryson Heck, 2 personal fouls, the only Highlander in foul trouble. They only had 4 called on him. And for Lisbon, they only had 3 whistled on him in the first half, but Jaden Bittner was whistled for 2 of those in the first half. So Cameron Cordero will trigger the inbounds here in the sideline for the Broncos. They will have the ball first, trailing by 7. Here we go in the third quarter. Bittner, Jaden to Jordan. Left in the lane, Cordero. Back up to Bittner. Bittner far side, Adair. 3-pointer up and off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Carver Peterson, his 5th. Into the front court, Eggert, far side. Now to Heck, top of the key, far corner, Larson. Talon dribbling in the lane, strong with the right hand, and it rolls off. Rebound, Bittner. Broncos back to the way. Bittner gives it out to Cordero. Cordero flying into the lane, shot blocked by Peterson, into the hands of Heck. Bounce pass to Sikora, off balance shot, count it, he's fouled, he'll go to the line. Nice pass there by Heck, and Sikora will pick up the bucket. He's got 13. Foul on Bittner, that is his 3rd personal, 1st team foul, so he's gonna come out. Elliott Welter will check in. Sikora at the line. He's 1 for 1 at the free throw line in the game. He has 13 points. And 2 for 2, make it 14. 33-23. Biggest lead for the Highlanders at 10. 7-13 here in the second quarter. Bittner to Adair. Left of the lane, back to Cordero. Cordero driving in. Kicks it, top of the key. Bittner for 3, rims out. Rebound, Talon Larson controls for Valley City. Highlanders have been controlling the boards for the most part. Up top, Heck. 1 dribble to Larson. Inside to Eggert. Baseline, underneath the basket. Up top, Heck. Here's side. Sikora, step back, thought about the 3, no. Here's Heck looking down low, gets it inside, Larson. Backing in his way against Gilbert. Nice job, help out backside as Cameron Cordero came in. But Cordero's actually going to be called for the personal foul. And that's going to be his first. I have him for 1, but they're going to say that's his first 2nd team foul. Talon Larson at the line, shooting 2. Free throw? Yeah, got it to roll in. 3 points for Talon to go along with 3 rebounds. The right-hander's free throws up. And no, back iron too hard. Cordero grabs the rebound. 34-23, Highlanders by 11. Adair flying through, kicks it off. Gilbert, good. Little mid-range jumper by Ethan Gilbert. 34-25. Peterson wanted to spin in the lane, and he spun right into the arms of Jordan Gilbert with the steal. Adair all the way down. Welter, layup good. 4 for Welter. And a little run here now for Lisbon, back within 7, 34-27. Larson on the wing to Peterson. Top of the key. Heck. Driving in is Egger. Oh, pass intended for Sikora. Would have been over and back. Saves it, but into the hands of Welter. Finger roll, no. Rebound, Bryson Heck grabs his fifth. 3 Highliners with 5 rebounds. Dietely's got 4, Larson with 3. Egger, Heck, and Peterson each have 5. Here's Heck. Stop, pop, 17-footer. Good. Got a little friendly bounce. Heck's got 4. 36-27. The lead back to 9 for the Highliners. 5:18 to go, third quarter. Cordero to Adair. In the lane, far side, Welter. Just off the right elbow. Oh, and he went to pass to Bittner, throws it into the backcourt. Over and back. And the ball will go back over to Valley City. 5:06 remaining here in the third quarter. Highliners up 36-27. Inbounds to Eggert in the backcourt. Carson, 7 points tonight. Near side, Sikora. Cutting through, Larson. Larson, fade away, baseline jumper, good. Talon Larson, he's got 5, 38-27. Here's Bittner to Adair. In the lane, cut off, stolen, Eggert, 1-on-2. Eggert's gonna circle around, wait for some help. Gets it off to Larson in the far corner. 3-pointer from there, barely draws iron. But that keeps the defense honest when your 6'5" post can go out and shoot. Up top, Bittner. Dribble drive, bounce pass, Welter near corner. Back onto the wing, Cordero. Cordero circles around and offensive foul called against Lisbon. That's going to go against Ethan Gilbert. That'll be his first, third team foul. That'll bring Tapsom in and send Gilbert to the bench. 5 seniors, 6 seniors on this roster for Lisbon. Here's Heck for Valley City to Sikora. Wants the baseline, backs his way in, gets it off to Larson. Little mid-range jumper for Talon, no. Rebound off the hands of Eggert, Lisbon ball. Valley City also with 6 seniors. And 4 of them are right out now on the floor. Here's a steal by Eggert. He's got Peterson with him. Pass to Peterson, back to Eggert. Layup, no. Rebound grab by Bittner. Into the front court. Lisbon back to the way, Cordero. Bounce pass, Tapson. Shot partially blocked by Larson, and we've got a foul called after Heck grabbed the block and started up the floor. They're going to call that foul on Talon Larson. So take away the rebound and give Talon his first personal, first team foul. That will send Parker Tapson to the line to shoot 2. Free throw, short. 6'4" junior. Bittner will come in. That's Jaden. Also, Jack Dieterle will come in for Valley City. Another free throw here by Tapson. Good. 1 out of 2, his first point. 38-28, Valley City. 3.5 to go, third quarter. Heck inside Dieterle, working against Tapson. Goes up strong with the right hand, no. Rebound controlled by Peterson, comes out of the pack. Then he'll take the 3, that rims out. Another rebound, this goes to Heck, his 7th, actually 6th. Far side, Sikora, he'll launch the 3, short. This down Adair, outlets it, Bittner. Bittner wasn't expecting it, and I think we're going to have a quick foul called there on Sikora as he was coming through looking to steal it. Well, now they're going to have the, they're going to call it travel. They're going to say before that attempted foul. They're going to call it travel on Bittner. He wasn't really expecting the ball and decided to run up the floor. Here's Sikora off his foot and a foul called on Bittner. That'll be his first, 4th team foul on Lisbon here in the third quarter. 38-28, Valley City up by 10, 3:06 to go. Inbounds comes to Dieterle. Dieterle back up top to Eggert. Eggert starting in the lane, intended for Dieterle, knocked away by Bittner, and we're going to have a foul called on Jack. That's going to be number 2 for Jack. Second team foul. That will bring Gilbert back in the lineup here for Lisbon. 38-28. Highlanders up by 10. They have led since 15-14 first quarter, late in the first quarter. Here's Bittner inside. Picked up the dribble. Gilbert from the free throw line, good. Ethan Gilbert's got 4. 38-30. Here's Sikora, baseline. Baseline pass, three-pointer Heck, knocking it down. Bryson Heck, 5 1/4, 7 for the game. 41-30. It's only the third three-pointer for the Highlanders. Actually, 4th three. Up by 11. Here's Adair for the Broncos. Driving through. Off-balance shot, good. Draws contact, no whistle. He's got 8. 41-32. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's Heck. Stop, sidestep, 3, short. Rebound, Gilbert. Quickly double team, hits the deck hard, lost it to the hands of Eggert, layup good. Eggert now with 9. 43-32. Driving in the lane, Bittner goes left hand, comes back with the right, lays it in, he's got 7. 43-34. Valley City lead at 9. Peterson on the near side to Sikora. Sikora to the free throw line, now steps back. 20 on the shot clock, pass to Dieterle. Dieterle on the wing, Eggert, top of the key. Peterson for 3, back iron too hard. Rebound, Eggert hustles, grabs his rebound, his 6th. Gets it up to Sikora. Sikora in with the right hand, rolls and goes. Sikora 5 in the quarter, 16 in the game. 45-34 Valley City. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Bittner here on the near wing, goes up top to Adair. Adair driving in, shot high out the glass, no, and a foul on Bryson Heck. That's going to be number 3 on Heck, third team foul. Well, they give that to the wrong team. There we go. So the free throw is up by Adair. No. Another one coming for Lincoln Adair. He's got 8 points, 0 for 1 at the line. I think they are talking to the scores table, I think they want to take that one off of Lisbon's side. There they did. Now it's 4 fouls. There we go. Now we're good. 4-3. Adair, another free throw. Talon Larson, Sam Meyer checking in for Valley City. Free throw up, and Adair knocks down that one. He has got 9. 45-35, Highliners. 50 seconds to go, third quarter. And that pass, bullet pass by Aiden Bernston right through the hands of Larson and out of bounds. Bernston, Larson, Sikora, Dieterle, and Meyer. 4 more seniors on the floor here for Valley City. And they got 6 on the roster. In the front court, Bittner gets a pick, dribbling through, all the way through, and a foul called. Aiden Bernston is going to be called for the reach, and that'll be his first. 4th team foul. And not a shooting violation, so Bittner will trigger the inbounds on the baseline. Bittner looking, and way up top. That is Jordan Bittner. Near side to Jaden. Jaden dribble drive, baseline left, blocked from behind. He had a couple of Highlanders there, Larson and Bernston both there. And that's going to be called on Aiden Bernston. So quickly 2 personals on Aiden. That is a 5th team foul. So at the free throw line, Jaden Bittner shooting 2. And good on the first. He's got 8. 45-36. First trip to the line for the senior. Good on the second. 9 for Bittner. 45-37. Pass, Dieterle. Just comes across the timeline. Gets it off to Sikora. 25 seconds, shot clock off. Highlanders can go for the last shot. Sikora to Meyer. Inside Larson. Larson, turnaround, shot over Gilbert, good. Talon Larson, 5 1/4, 7 for the game. 47-37. 8 seconds to go. Bittner, long three from the wing, and he knocks it down. Bittner, 7 1/4. Here comes an over half-court shot by Sikora, and airmails it. And that is your score at the end of 3/4 of play. It's Valley City 47 and Lisbon 40. We're back with the 4th quarter here from the Hack. This is Highliner Boys Basketball live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Highliners will have the ball to start the 4th quarter, leading 47-40. Inbounds comes back to Carson Eggert, Bryson Heck, Carver Peterson, Talon Larson, Jack Dieterle, the 5 and the 4 for the Highliners. Here's Dieterle in the near corner to Larson, off the elbow. In the lane, backs his way in. Turnaround jumper, short. I think I said this last year with that mop top type hairdo and the number 32 and that fadeaway that he likes to shoot. I know he doesn't make it as often as he did, but Kevin McHale from the 70s of the Gophers and the Celtics in the 80s. Into the front court, Eggert far side. And bangs it off the leg of Cordero. Nope, actually they're going to say he was out of bounds. So the ball will go over to Lisbon. Jaden and Jordan Bittner, Cameron Cordero, Lincoln Adair, Ethan Gilbert, the 5 and the 4 for the Broncos. As we are in the 4th quarter. Valley City up 47-40. Top of the key, Bittner. Hands it off. Cordero driving through. Shot blocked and out of bounds. Well, you had Bryson Heck there and Talon Larson. Heck's got to be careful. He's already got 3. Inbound will be baseline. Bittner will trigger it in. Bounces it in for Gilbert. Gilbert, little baby hook. And there's a foul on Larson, number 2 on Talon. First here in the 4th quarter. That'll send Ethan Gilbert to the line to shoot 2. Gilbert, 4 points. This is his first trip to the line. 6'7" senior. Free throw up. Good. 47-41. Second free throw by the righty. He bends and sends number 2. Back iron too hard. Rebound off the hands of Dieterle into the hands of Peterson. Now Eggert to Peterson. Working into that corner. Looking inside, not there. Goes back up top to Eggert. And Eggert tried to bounce it off the back of Cordero. Picked up by Adair, fakes the pass, goes up with a layup, 2. Adair with a bucket. He's got 11. 47-43. Timeout, Valley City. It is a 30-second, or is it a full timeout? Well, it is a full timeout with 6:42 to go here in the 4th quarter. And your score, it is Valley City 47 and Lisbon 43. We're back with more Highliner Boys Basketball live from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. We come out of the timeout. Valley City clinging to a 4-point lead, 47-43, with 6:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Peterson. Sikora will check in. Next opportunity for the Highlanders. Inside pass, Dieterle backing his way in against Gilbert. Off the glass, no. Rebound grabbed by Adair. Back come the Broncos in the front court. Bittner to Bittner. Baseline on the wing, Bittner. Here's Jordan going in. Scoop shot. Oy, if that one gone in. And the foul going to be called on the Highlanders' Carson Eggert. That'll be his second. That is team foul number 2 in the quarter. Jaden Bittner at the line, shooting 2. Free throw, short. Free throw, the second one's up for Bittner. He gets 1 out of 2. He's got 13 points, 47-44. Pass near corner. Heck, three-pointer, good. Bryson Heck, he's in double figures now with 10. The lead at 6, 50-44. As we approach 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, fadeaway by Bittner is good. That is Jordan Bittner with the fadeaway. He's got 9. 50-46. Heck, up to Eggert. Here's Sikora on the near wing. Wrap around down to Dieterle. Turn around, stripped of the ball by Bittner. First by Jaden into the hands of Jordan. Now back to Jaden far side. Stop, pop, three-pointer from the wing. Off the back iron. Rebound Adair. Gets it over to Gilbert on a lone for the easy bucket. Gilbert's got 7. 50-48. Down court, Heck. In the front court, gets it off to Peterson off the glass for 2. Highlanders need that bucket. First points for Carver Peterson. Came at a good time. 52-48. Here's Bittner. Dribble drive in the lane. No. Rebound off of Dieterle. It'll be Lisbon ball. That'll bring Tapson back into the lineup here for the Broncos. 5:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. 52-48. Valley City up by 4. And inbounds. Ooh, nice catch by Cordero. Top of the key. Cameron driving through. Ball stripped. Stripped by Peterson. Picked up by Sikora. Sikora starts in and circles around. Back to Sikora up top. Heck, far side, Peterson. Entry pass, Dieterle. Back to Peterson. Peterson driving in. Gives it back to Dieterle. Inside, banging his way in. Off the glass. Too hard. Rebound, Bittner. Into the front court for the Broncos. Three-pointer, Cordero, back iron too hard. And Peterson grabs a rebound, his 8th. And then lost it out of bounds. And the lead official says that is going to be Lisbon ball. Checking back in for Valley City is Talon Larson, but not before we have a timeout on the floor. 4:29 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 52-48, advantage to Valley City. We're back with more Highlander basketball, live from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Four minutes, 29 seconds to go. Fourth quarter, Highlanders up 52-48. It'll be Lisbon ball out of the timeout. And in the front court comes Bittner. Circles on the wing, Cordero. A 2-possession game right now. Here's Bittner making it a 1. Good. Well, Jaden Bittner 16 in the game, 52-51. Here's Peterson. That's going to be an offensive foul on Carver Peterson, as that was Cordero that took the charge. Peterson picking up his first personal. That is the third team foul. That'll bring Dieterle in, and Peterson will sit down. As we hit the halfway mark here in this fourth quarter, Valley City up by 1. Broncos can take the lead. Bittner dribbles it off his foot, retreats. Off to Cordero. Cordero working against Heck. Shot up good by Cordero. He's got 5, and they take the lead, 53-52. 3:44 remaining. Here in the fourth quarter, Heck up top to Dieterle. Over to Eggert. Eggert starts in. Baseline left. Shot up, no. Rebound, Larson. Back up, yes. Talon's got 9 to go along with 4 rebounds. 54-53, 3:20 remaining. Now here's Bittner up top. Crossover dribble left hand. Cordero in the corner, dribbles inside. Goes up top. Bittner again. Back Jordan to Jaden. Jaden driving through. They part like the Red Sea, and he lays it up and in. 6 in the quarter, 18 for the game. 3 lead changes and as many baskets. Here the near side, Heck, 55-54, Lisbon. Eggert off the right elbow. Back to Sikora. Sikora, far corner, Dieterle. Dieterle driving in, layup, good. Dieterle in double figures with 10. 56-55, 4 lead changes and 4 baskets. 2:35 remaining here. We're in the fourth quarter. A dandy one here tonight from the Hack. Region 1 action, Valley City and Lisbon boys hoops. Top of the key, Adair. Near side, Bittner. Oh, we're going to get a whistle and a push and a foul called. That was Jordan Bittner that took the hit. Eggert, I believe, is going to be called for the foul. Nope, Dieterle. That is his fourth team foul. No fouls yet on Lisbon here in the fourth quarter. And Cordero straddling the line, but you can go over and back on an inbounds. Dribble drive, Bittner, near corner. 3-pointer, no. Bittner stops, pops from 12, good. Jordan Bittner with 11. 57-56, 5 lead changes, 5 baskets in the last minute 40. There's the steal. Back to the way, Adair. Over to Cordero. Layup off the glass for 2. 7 for Cordero, 59-56. Lisbon up by 3, inside 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Dieterle to Heck. Back off to Eggert. To Heck. Inside, Dieterle. Back to Heck. Back to Dieterle. The little 2-man game. Top of the key. Eggert for the tie. Can't get it to go. Rebound Adair. And now Jaden Bittner is going to take his time, and the Broncos have a 3-point lead with $1:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Adair in the far wing. Crossover dribble. Top of the key, Cordero. And the next foul will send the Broncos to the free throw line for Valley City. Dribble drive, Bittner all the way up, layup good. Bittner with 6 in the quarter, 13 for the game. 61-56, 5-point lead. Dieterle to Eggert. Eggert, try to go back to Dieterle. Got it, near side. Eggert for 3, count it. Eggert with the 3 ball. He's in double figures with 12. 61-59. Timeout Highliners with 51.6 seconds to go. It is a full timeout. We'll keep it here. Let's reset. Highliners with a full and 2 30s left. And for Lisbon, they have a full and a 30 remaining. Foul situation, the next foul for Valley City will send Lisbon to the free throw line. The Broncos have yet to be called for a foul here in this fourth quarter. 51.6 seconds to go, 61-59. We had a stretch where we had 5 lead changes and 5 baskets in the span of about 1:40. Now Lisbon has held the lead since just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. Highliners looking for their first region win and their second of the year. And Lisbon looking for their first win over a Class A school. Their other two against Maple Valley, Maple River, and Enderlin, who are both still Class B. And they lost to Wahpeton in their only other Class A matchup. We come out of the timeout. Alternate possession 2. The arrow is in favor of Valley City. Bittner on the far side, Adair. Gets it off to Bittner. Now to Cordero across the timeline. Far side, Adair. 20 on the shot clock. Bittner. 15 on the shot clock. Watched by Eggert. Crossover dribble, steal, and a foul called on Eggert. That'll be number 3 on Carson Eggert. And that is the 15th foul on Valley City. So that will send Jaden Bittner to the free throw line. He is 3 for 4 at the line. 18 points in the game for Bittner. Good on the first. 62-59. Needs this one to make it a 2-possession game. Free throw, good. 63-59. They need to hurry. There's a steal by Adair. Layup good off the steal. 65-59. Down court, Talon Larson. Count the bucket, and he's fouled. And Larson gets an and one. Foul there on Gilbert. That'll be his third. And that is the first personal foul here in the fourth quarter on Lisbon. And a full timeout taken by Coach McDaniel in Valley City. 12.9 seconds to go. Well, they'll draw this one up. Larson, if he hits it, it'll be a 1-possession game. And with 12.9 seconds to go, the Highlanders going to have to get a quick foul and hope that Lisbon can miss both free throws. Or try and get that steal and not get a foul. But whatever they're going to do, they're going to have to do it quickly. With only 12.9 seconds remaining here in this fourth quarter, 65-61. Lisbon played the Highlanders the last 2-3 years. Last year, it was a rather large victory for Valley City. So this would be a big win for the Broncos if they pick up the win. Their first region win, their first win against a Class A school. We come out of the timeout. Talon Larson at the line. He's 1 for 2 at the line in the game. He's got 11 points, so that's a season high. Make this one and get the ball back in short fashion. And missed it. Rebound Adair. Off to Bittner. Now in the corner, Adair lost it. Gets it back, stolen by Eggert. 5 seconds to go. Larson over to Dieterle. He'll launch a three-pointer off the glass and count it. And a timeout taken by Valley City. The big fella launches a three-pointer just as they're winding things down. And it is a 65-61 game. They put 1.1 second left on the clock. This is a 30-second timeout because that's all that Valley City has left. 13 for Jack Dieterle as he knocks down the three-pointer. Highliners with 5 players in double figures tonight. Now it's a case of a quick foul and miss free throws and then launch it. Oh, what do you do? But 65-64, inbounds Bittner. And don't want to, there's a quick inbound. Whoa, look out. Dieterle runs over Adair. Jack just picked up his 4th personal. 9/10 of a second off the clock. So that will send Lincoln Adair to the free throw line. And with 0.2 of a second left, not enough time really for the Highliners to grab a rebound and launch it. Where's your quarterback? Get him in there. Let Heck underneath there. First free throw from Adair. It is on the way. No. Here comes the quarterback. Bryson Heck is going in. That's exactly what they're going to do. And now the Highliners are going to take another 30-second timeout. With 0.2 of a second to go, they're now out of timeouts. And Lisbon, if they really want to, have one full and 1:30. That's exactly what the Highlanders were thinking. Bryson Heck now will take over the spot down in the low post off the free throw. But it's only 0.2 of a second. I mean, literally, he would have to throw it while he's in the air and hope that it goes in. Well, it's about a 30 yards, 94 feet, 31-yard throw. I know he can do it. What a finish. 65-64. Lisbon by 1 with 0.2 of a second remaining. So Eggert will be down. They're going to have Heck will be down low, as will be Talon Larson. They're the only Highliners in the lane. Adair, second free throw. It's on the way. It is good. Grabbed by Heck. 66-64. Ball tip. And, well, hang on. That'll do it. And Lisbon, with a big second half, they come back and win it. Your final score tonight, it is Lisbon 66 and Valley City 64. We'll step aside. We're back with our postgame here from the Hack. This is Highliner Boys Basketball, live on YouTube on the Highliner Activity Network. Your final score, Lisbon wins it 66-64. Final numbers here, Valley City, led by Jack Dieterle, 13 points, 12 from Carson Eggert. Actually, 16 from Zach Sikora, that led the way. 13 from Dieterle, 12 from Eggert, 11 from Talon Larson, 10 from Bryson Heck, and 2 points from Carver Peterson for their total of 64. 15 in the first, 15 in the second, 17 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. For Lisbon, Jaden Bittner leading the way with 20 points. Lincoln Adair had 14. Jordan Bittner with 13. Cameron Cordero with 7. Ethan Gilbert with 7. 4 from Elliot Welter, and a free throw from Parker Tapson for their total of 66. 14 in the first, 9 in the second, 17 in the third, and 26 in the fourth quarter. So the Highliners now 1-5 on the season, and the Lisbon Broncos improve to 3-2. Again, next up now for Valley City, the Highliner boys are going to be off for a couple of weeks before their next action here at home when they take on Fargo Oak Grove on the 16th of January. But don't forget the Valley City Highliner Junior Varsity. They will be at the Bubble Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, playing in the Barnes County Tournament as the number 6 seed. Highliner girls also falling tonight to Kindred, 72-60, first loss here at home for the Highliners this year. Next up for Valley City girls, Thursday night here at home against the Lisbon Broncos. Triple header with the C squad against Carrington at 4:30. Then the JV and Lisbon will play at 6, and the varsity and Lisbon will play at 7:30. Well, my thanks to Ray Nelson working cameras tonight, and of course to Jaden Johnson, our technical director and producer of the program, of our coverage here tonight. And again, thank you, our viewers, for joining us here from the Hack. Again, the finals 55-48. Carrington Junior Varsity over Valley City, 72-60, Carrington Varsity over Valley City. And the game just completed, Lisbon 66-64 over the Highliners. Until next time, Thursday afternoon, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Hack.